following video, you will learn where to place the glue traps, the proper placement, retrieval, and recording of glue traps, what is IPM, and the basics of an effective ongoing pest maintenance plan. Areas requiring traps include residential kitchens, residential bathrooms, residential mechanical closets if provided. If no residential mechanical closet exists, please place a second trap within the residential kitchen. Also, please test all common areas to include common area kitchens, employee break rooms, central boiler rooms, central mechanical closets, common laundry rooms, maintenance storage areas, pool equipment rooms, and trash compactor rooms.
This is an example of an inspection box you'll be getting in the mail. There's an information sheet you'll be laying in the units to advise the resident that there are glue traps in their unit and they should not disturb them. There'll be an instruction manual of how to lay the glue traps and retrieve the glue traps. Also in the box is a Sharpie, glue traps, and the quantity you need to do 3 glue traps per unit, as well as representative common areas, and many plastic bags. Plastic bags are for writing on a label on the bag the unit number and building number, and after retrieving the traps, put the traps with bugs in them, or no bugs, into the bags. Here we find ourselves in the kitchen where we're going to lay a glue trap. We typically lay the glue traps in areas that can be most frequented by pests. Those would be dark areas, areas of moisture, areas with food source. Kitchen's a great place, the bathroom, the hot water heater closet. So to do the glue trap, the first thing we do is bend it to perforations. It'll make it much easier to lay the glue trap. So here I'm just going to bend it where the perforations lie. Fold, fold, fold. Now it's going to be easier. And then we remove the backing. Slow and steady. Okay, very sticky surface. So now we're going to, along those perforations, fold this. And now we have a little box. It's best to lay the box far against the wall in an out of reach area so the tenant can get to it. Here we are after an elapsed period of time. 72 hours is the minimum recommended time for laying the glue trap. We retrieve the glue trap, trying not to touch the sticky inside. You will see we got some bugs in there. We've pre-labeled our bag with the building number as well as the unit number. Place the glue trap in the bag. All 3 glue traps in the unit, again we've placed them hopefully in the bathroom, the kitchen, and the hot water heater or some other place. We put them in the bag. Seal the bag, return it to the box. Here we are at the bathroom to lay a glue trap. We'll pre-bend our glue trap to make it easier to fold. Peel off the backing after we bend it. Assemble the glue trap. And the best place to place it is against the wall or back of the toilet, or even in the vanity under the sink where a tenant cannot reach it, or typically will not reach it. Okay, here we are after our elapsed period of time. Again, 72 hours minimum. The longer the better. We will retrieve our trap. As you can see, there are some pests in there. We have our pre-labeled bag. Drop it in the bag and seal.
As an alternate, you may receive these type of glue traps. This is really ideal because they come in sets of 3. That'd be exactly what you would need as a minimum to place in any given apartment that you want to test. The procedure for these is very similar to the others that you've seen. There are 3 perforated on this sheet, so I'll show you removing one of those. Once you've removed that, the sticky surface on the inside is much like the other glue board, and they operate in much the same way. Peel this glue board off so that it's now active. Now you'll close this, making almost a triangle, allowing you to have a sticky surface along the bottom and along the back. It's important to remember to store these glue boards while they're in use up against a wall, some other surface. Bugs, all the pests that we're going to try to attempt to catch here, they need 3 different things. They need food, water, and shelter. And they'll seek shelter while they're moving back and forth up against something like a baseboard. So it's always important to have them back up along a pathway. It'll increase your chances of seeing anything. There is another glue on the back of this that is essentially just a 2-sided tape. You may peel this off in order to keep it pinned up against a wall, but that's not necessary either. So once you have your three glue traps in any unit, you don't have to use that, but please keep them up against something. We mentioned 3 different areas that you may use those. We would like to have them in the kitchen, in the bath, possibly in a water heater closet, but you may not have a water heater closet in your unit. In that case, another popular placement area would be next to a refrigerator. If you stick them in the area between a refrigerator and a cabinet, that's another great location. That will be equally effective for us. Assembling the trap. Here we've written on it what the unit number is. This trap is going to be placed in the kitchen. Very likelihood source of bugs based on food, water, and shelter available there. We've labeled that the unit that it's from, we've labeled that it's in the kitchen, and we've put the date on it. So once again, I'm going to assemble the trap, peel off the sticky paper, the paper that hides the glue below. If you end up getting stuck on this, or if a tenant complains to you that they're concerned about a pet, a little bit of cooking oil will release you from this glue. It's good enough for pests, but it won't hold you for very long. Assemble this. It is now labeled to go into the kitchen. There is also a side of double-sided tape. This is not as strong as the glue board glue. What this will allow you to do is you peel this off, and again, this is just 2-sided tape. This will allow you to hold it up against the surface that you're trying to attach it to. So here we're going to place this in the kitchen, and we're going to stick that right up against the baseboard there. That will keep it along the pathway of travel, and you're more likely to get some positive results and be able to know what's going on. So after 3 days minimum has passed, we're looking for a nominal week here. We want to see what's going on with our property. We can come in and we can collect the glue trap. We'd like to place all of the glue traps in the bag that's pre-labeled to address the specific unit. This is the South Building, Unit 201. These traps don't have any bugs, but that's still important information for us. And we'll place those glue traps in. Now remember, one of them was stuck to the wall. That'll stick to the bag a little bit. That's not that big of a problem.
The key is that the pest professional can identify the potential pest issue and its location in order to devise an effective plan of treatment. According to the United States Environmental Protection Agency, Integrated Pest Management, or IPM, is an effective and environmentally sensitive approach to pest management that relies on a combination of common sense practices. IPM programs use current, comprehensive information on the life cycles of pests and their interaction with the environment. This information, in combination with available pest control methods, is used to manage pest damage by the most economical means and with the least possible hazard to people, property, and the environment. Effective integrated pest management relies on a partnership between property management, maintenance and pest control personnel, and residents. The proper identification of pests is paramount to controlling an infestation. The following control methods can be utilized to safely deter pests. Cultural control requires the elimination of food and moisture. which are the conditions that prolong insect infestation. Physical control is the barring of pests by sealing cracks and holes leading into the building structure. Furthermore, this form of control uses traps and vacuuming to manage infestations rather than pesticides. Biological control incorporates the addition of natural enemies of pests. In certain climates, plants can aid in biological control. Lastly, chemical control is the responsible and judicious use of pesticides. Pesticides should only be used as a last resort.